How does that feel?
What? Oh, you wanna...
Let's
oh,
go.
okay. You really think you're gonna do that bullshit then? You literally take one of my big damage dealers and say I can't use them?
I won't go easy on you. We received an assignment from General Jing Yuan to arrest the Stellaron Hunter. Thank you, Diviner, for coming to our aid, but we must escort the fugitive to the General.
An essential. I hold a proclamation from the General here, if you care to see. Upon detaining the Stellaron Hunter, questioning and all further arrangements are to be undertaken by the Divination Commission.
Did the General just spare us a walk with Kafka? I knew he was a good guy.
Thank God.
Understood.
Look, exalting sanctum. This is a safe place. Let's just walk the rest of the way from here.
Our hexagrammatic position is fluctuating between the Martian water trigrams. The vessel is stranded and the way is blocked.
I heard the Xianzhou can tell your fortune. Is that how they do it? Anyone can count on their fingers.
Standard 10 pole got fucked over, so we're continuing on. Being a little sad, couldn't be lucky. Mung bean soda is a specialty aboard the Wafu and simply has to be tried. Yuck, sorry if it's offensive, but this stuff tastes like sewer water. I'm really gonna have to be making the thumbnails I want to make in post, because I've kept trying to take thumbnails with Mr. Yang, and I feel like every time I take one, I'm gonna end up not using it somehow. Hello guests, sorry to bother you, but I noticed from your attire that you are an outworld traveler. Do you have any unique ingredients or recipes that you can tell me about? Have you heard of interstellar locusts? I've eaten them before. They didn't taste great though. Thanks anyways. I forgot to introduce myself. I am Yankui, head chef and owner of Species Supreme. Species Supreme? Spices Supreme. The restaurant's not busy right now, so I'm taking a break here in Exalting Sanctum, but couldn't take my mind off of developing new dishes. Spices Supreme isn't far from here. Please visit us if you're interested. Our motto is, cook for the people, we guarantee food is inexpensive and tasty. Okay. I've chatted so much with you. Here's something for you to have a taste test. You must come to Spices Supreme to try our dishes. If you get a chance, it'll be an experience you'll never forget. You know, at least here, she was supposed to give me something and she didn't. What a... Don't call her bad names, dude. Just don't do it. Looking at the rags you're wearing, I can tell you're not a Xianzhou native. I get it, you must be an outworlder. Are you in trouble? Just tell me and I'll help you get things sorted. Is this how you talk to people you've met for the first time? Is something wrong? This is how I speak at home and I've never gotten a reaction like yours. Now you're just helping me clock some hours of my job. Never mind then. I can't deal with your attitude. You're the one with the attitude. You won't even help me out with a favor. Here on Xianzhou, we have to take a series of examinations in order to qualify for a rite of passage. The community service program that I'm volunteering for is part of this examination. If I don't clock enough effective on-the-job hours, then I won't be considered an adult. Do you get it? Right, fine. I gotta stop wasting time. I still have an examination to pass. If you're not gonna help me, then get out of my way. Fine, go on. How old are you? 249 years old, so what? Haven't you ever met a kid this old before? Who's picking on you? Calm down. You know, I haven't passed my rite of passage examination yet, but you still ask my age. If isn't that the definition of picking on me, then what is? Well, I think I get it. You're in cahoots with those guys in the Realm Keeping Commission, just sticking their noses in my business all day, making things tough for me. I can't have and do anything I want at home, so why should it be any different when I'm at the Realm Keeping Commission? Why can't I be an adult without passing the requirements? Who gave you the rights? I wish my parents worked at the Realm Keeping Commission, then I won't have to deal with all these time wasters. When I say that out loud, my parents really have let me down here. They can't even do one simple thing for me. Useless. How do the Xianzhou people usually qualify for their rite of passage? I'm not sure about the details. My parents have been handling that part for me so far. If you really must know, hit up the Realm Keeping Commission Chancery and ask around for yourself. Aren't you even the slightest bit concerned about such an important occasion? What kind of question is this? My parents have already taken care of it, so why should I have to be concerned about it? Adults have to take responsibility for themselves. Enough with the life lessons. My ears are getting callous just from all the life lessons thrown at me. Besides, only adults have to take responsibility for themselves. I'm not an adult yet, remember? We Xianzhou people, we don't grow old. And anyway, my parents are willing to take care of me for the rest of my life, so I'll just let them. What's more, this way I don't even have to think about all those trivial, mundane things that happen in my life. My parents will be happy and I'll be relieved too. It's great, right? Yeah, I'm out of here. What a little dickhead. Should give him another life lesson in the form of an ass whooping. Talk. Like willow weaves at speed of knots. Super duper love you lots. Autumn winds and moon rises on buildings glow. Love can also move as well. Writing poetry is so easy. Why doesn't she like me? What am I missing? Yeah, sorry pal, I wouldn't like you either. It's pure emotion. Can't you hear it? I feel like I'm on equal grounds with the seven poets of Xianzhou. Forget it. I'm not arguing with you. To be honest, I don't even really get what's so good about poetry. And can't really tell what's good poetry. You, however, seem to have unique insights into poetry. Tell me, other people pour out their love and emotion, and I'm here writing out my true feelings too. What am I doing wrong? I actually think you write with your own style. My own style? Thank you. Even though I can't really tell if it meant a lot as a compliment or consolation. But in the end, even if you do like it, she doesn't like it, so it's useless. Anyway, do you need anything? I want to chat with you. Alright, it's not like I have any inspiration. Is that what you're after? Or is it an artifacts technology? You know artifacts technology? Yes, I'm an artisan at the Artisanship Commission, and I'm kind of a big deal. My boss loves me, and he said, Kong, if you just work on your EQ a little, you'll be a master artisan in another 100 years. But honestly, I hate hearing that. In this day and era, why are there still stereotyped notions that engineers have IQ and low EQ? It's all a load of bull. If only my poetry were half as good as my artifact skills, I wouldn't be so anxious right now. Everyone's got their own strengths. That may be true, but it doesn't fix my problem. Why are you so obsessed with writing poetry? Well, it's not for her. I don't really know you, so I don't want to say too much. Anyway, I like this girl, but she doesn't like guys like me. The guys she likes use strange melodies to string together all kinds of words, and they just recite them all from memory. In short, this girl loves poets. However, as you can see, I'm slightly lacking when it comes to the poetry department. Have you tried any other forms of literature? Yeah, I tried some Xianzhou sonnets, but... well, what do you think of this one? Emerald mounts hold a love fledgling, but I'm way more handsome than Yan Ying. So annoying. Yet you make my heart sing, you pretty little thing. I feel like sonnets allow me to express myself more freely, and produce a more polished result than poetry. What do you think? This word Yan Ying seems a little abrupt. You have such a bad understanding of poetry, and you're trying to appraise poems? I mean Yanyin here is a literary device. I'm saying here that there is an even more handsome, dashing, and graceful than the genius fighter. I think writing poetry requires some training. I know what you mean. This is just the same as developing new artifacts tech. Poetry has its own rules and techniques. As long as I can solve these problems, then I'll have achieved that level of training. The rules refer to the special rhythm upon which Ciencio poetry relies. As long as all the different premonitions that conform to the rhythm can be exhaustively listed out, then we can define the limits of this rule. These rules are a piece of cake, and it's the techniques that are particularly hard, but no matter who I ask, they always come back with me. You can't talk about technique with poetry. That's not romantic, but can't technology be romantic too? For example, on the staff the goldsmith waves, large prophet obese. Or, white paper fly stages to rescue the goose. This is the most humanistic verse I've strung together out of the automated word combination whatever. I don't understand what it's trying to say, but can't you sense the elegance of technology here? As for the artisans at the Ordnance Ship Commission, failure is a required step on the road to success. I'll try some other things out once I'm prepared. I'll have to keep trying to write poetry on my own until I come up with a better way. Writing poems sure is difficult. Well, I guess I see your problems. But then I guess I don't. Is that the Tree of Life?
What is your purpose for entering the Seed of Divine Foresight?
I want to enter the Sea of Divine Foresight. Could you please wait here a moment? I'll go and report in for you. What a quiet day at the Seed of Divine Foresight today. Are you talking to yourself? No, I'm not. I was feeling a little tired and just muttering to myself. Please do not penalize me, General. Huh? Well, if it isn't Miss Jupiter Free, back from hunting criminals with the Crowd Knights. I've been humbly appointed as Chief Guard for the Sea of Divine Foresight, and General Jing Yun, and I have heard much about your pursuits. Pleasure to make your acquaintance. What affairs bring you to the Sea of Divine Foresight today? Please excuse us for our inadequate hosting formalities. We're currently busy with official matters. Can we chat for a bit? I wish I didn't give him this voice. But I always give guards this voice just because of the way that Trails of Cold Steel had military guys going, like they just sounded like that. Anyway. Despite the fact I'm still on duty, a little chat should be alright. What do you want to chat about? Are you allowed to chat while on duty? I knew you asked that. I may be the chief guard around these parts, but it's actually quite a leisurely role. After all, the general himself is also based in his office, so nobody dares to bother us. Also, you may not know this, but General Jingyuan, he can be very lenient with the guards. As long as we keep our operations running smoothly, that's proof enough for him we're fulfilling our duties. So chatting on the job is fine, and the general will generally turn a blind eye to it. But of course, this is just an unfound guess from me. Why does the general let us get away with all this stuff? I still ain't figured that out. Nobody in the entire Xinzhou Alliance can really read the general's mind. Xianzhou. For a moment there, my brain forgot how you say that. What do you get up to as the chief guard? I'm mainly responsible for General Jingyuan's personalized security, while my Cloud Knights are in charge of public security for the Sea of Divine Foresight and all of the exalting sanctum. Does Jingyuan really need someone else to protect him? You're not the only one to say so. I'm always thinking the same. He's not exactly famous for his martial prowess, but he was still one of the legendary Hind Clown Quintet. I'm just a lowly, unskilled servant with less power than the general's little toe. How could I ever hope to protect him? I may as well be a flower pot in the Sea of Divine Foresight. This used to fester inside of me for quite some time. I meant to ask the General himself about it, but I was scared I'd offend him. Until one day, the General asked himself why I always seemed so down at work. I voiced my doubts, but he simply laughed as he asked me whether or not I remembered the oath of the Cloud Knights. How could I ever forget? As clouds that cover the heavens, we will protect the Ciencio and soar eternal. Every soldier in the Every soldier in the army recites these lines daily. After I recited the oath, Jingyun said, "Just as one tree does not forest make." Yeah, that's forest, that's right. Just as one tree does not a forest make, one sword does not an army form. I'm only one of the many in the Cloud Knights. How can one pierce the cloud shield, the entire Ciencio? We all have our own role to play. Don't underestimate yourself, UT. Pup, go lay down now, dude. You've been on me all day. Hearing these words gave me some great shame, but also a great inspiration. No wonder the General was the legendary figure Fafu. Pup, you've been on me all day, and you're always so dang needy. I'm like swinging back and forth on my chair, and my dog is trying to get in between my legs, and I'm practically about to be hitting him with my knee. But he's like, "Oh no, I don't care." And then I put him on the bed like I did just now, and then he's gonna jump down and try and get over here again. Or he's gonna cry. How come you're on duty again? We're an important military department. Our security work is of utmost priority. As the chief guard, it's only fair that I put in a little more than a rest. Once Yangjing grows a little taller and fits the armor properly, we'll rotate and take turns guarding. I'll look forward to that day. This kid surpassed me already, and I should probably be yielding to him as my role as the chief guard. I'll continue my guard duty. Take care. Sis, biotech didn't pass. As for the pension, the General agreed. I'm fine with it, too. Hit pause on trading for now. You guys haven't negotiated with the trade delegations yet, have you? Gosh, let's give them a break then. It's nothing really. You go and talk things through with the General, and I'll take care of things from here. Sis, you're telling me to give people a break. I can barely show my face to the General anymore. It's like the seat of divine foresight is a subordinate office working for the benefit of Skyfan Commission. Come on, don't be like that. You can't say that. Why aren't you talking, dear brother? Go on. Sis, they're reminding us this is a public area. Let's be careful about what we say. Isn't this one of General Jingyun's esteemed guests? Apologies for the ruckus. This is... Oh, no. Apologies for the ruckus. This is my sister, Young Yan, over at the Skyfaring Commission, and I'm Young Hai for the Seat of Divine Foresight. To what do we owe the pleasure? I'd like to have a chat with both of you. Great, let's chat. You can also help me persuade this guy. My little brother never listens to his older sister's needs. What do you do that he rejected? Don't listen to her. Besides, this is official business, and we shouldn't be talking about it in front of Jupiter. So what? It's a new technological breakthrough. Some foreign business interests want to invest as a joint venture, and all we need is to see Divine Foresight's, to greenlight us. Sis, we shouldn't be telling strangers these details. It's no fun if you aren't going to talk a little. I just can't win against you two. I'll just be careful with what I say then. My sister wants to promote their new tech called Rudicum Ingium. The name's not finalized yet because it's not really an anatomatous ingium. It's a small device that looks like a jade abacus. Leucodums are a type of organism native to the Scalogore waterscape. They're devoid of any intelligence with an incredible simple biostructure, but possess a special natural instinct. Leucodums can rapidly find the shortest route between the root system and a nutrient source, optimizing pacing to conserve energy. Some military scientists realized that this could be used to develop a new system of calculations. A Ludicum captured inside a vessel only needs food or source to be constantly switching locations for it to update its pathways and produce similar functions to a jade abacus, but it's far, far slower processing speed naturally. But a Wudicum isn't a Jade Abacus, and Jade Abaci inhibitors have no effect on Wudicum. Certain business, what do I feel like? I'm speaking for the wrong person. Oh, I've been speaking for the wrong I've been speaking for the right person. No, I've been speaking for the right person. But as you can see, the Sea of Divine Foresight is being overly cautious. This involves the Encho's core technology. It goes at the Skyfaring Commission, who should be more cautious. You two have a great sibling bond between you. We do, but it does impact how my job goes, that's all. What do you mean, that's all? This punk used to be so cute when we were little. I'd say how I dreamed of being a pilot one day, and he'd say the same. I want to travel the universe with you, sis. Please shut up, you're embarrassing me. But this kid tricked me. He said he'd become a pilot with me and then abandoned me, join the army, and revel in contributing to my headaches daily. Come on, sis, you never became a pilot either. You're a civil servant. Well, when you put it like that, I guess we're pretty similar after all. I guess apples don't fall far from the tree after all. These are two separate issues, though. When it comes to proper procedures, it'll never just give anyone a break. Maybe so, but it does always seem easier for family to come together and do business, yeah? Whatever you say, sis. So wrong. Time to steal. Man, he's got way too much. Grimmelkins. Well, he sure does like animals, I guess. Huh. Jupiter Free, I've heard so much about you, but never had the chance to chat with you. May I ask you, how can we help you today at the Seed of Divine Foresight? I'd like to learn more about the Seed of Divine Foresight's work. I have to warn you, travelers making inquiries into military secrets is generally known as espionage. If you've really got nothing better to do, I think the Pecator Inn is looking for cleaners. I know the and we can introduce you. It might just help you shake the stereotype of being a lazybones. You've got an attitude issue. Sorry, I've been dealing with military affairs and wars for so many centuries that I don't really get a chance to communicate with idlers like yourself. I'm sorry for offending you. Alright, I'll let you up on it. You're one of Jingyon's guests, after all. My name's Qingzu, and I'm a counselor here at the Sea of Divine Foresight. Come find me if you ever have important matters to discuss. I want to learn more about the Sea of Divine Foresight. This is top secret. Please be careful and considerate with your questions, and try not to ask anything too sensitive. What do the counselors get up to? Counselor is a title of the Cloud Knight forces. We're in charge of strategic planning and processing information, helping the captain make better decisions. I'm no great talent, but humbly hold the position of the chief counselor. But Jingyun is meticulous and insightful general, so most of the time I'm left feeling like a handyman who just passes on intelligence. I've said too much. Did you just call Jingyun by his first name? Yes, he said it used to be... Yes, he said we have to be strict with the official chain of command during battle, but back here at the Sea of Divine Foresight, we call each other by our first names. Over time, I suppose we got used to it. Have you got any secrets you can share about the Sea of Divine Foresight? Alright, here's some top secret intel. Just don't leak it. According to the public records at the Sea of Divine Foresight, Yingjing is still young, but word on the street is that Yingjing isn't as young as he seems. In reality, he's already of advanced years. Some of us Veda Yara folks are like that too, while we stop aging when we hit adolescence. Don't all Veda Yara people have pointy ears? Yingjing used to have a pair of beautiful ears, but one day a rat infestation broke out in the sea. Oh my... No way. He's been afraid of rats ever since? Damn. Wow. Okay, well, time to get out of here. So, we actually have a character whose ears had been nibbled off. Wow, I cannot believe it. And if I'm gonna take a thumbnail, I guess I'm gonna end up taking a thumbnail around here for Mr. Yang with Mr. Yang, but it's like, where would be a good place for that?
Looks good.
You know what? Maybe here. I like this look. I like the look of this place. If I can just get a nice little thing here. I swear to God, if you tell me I can't do it. Guess I gotta back up a little bit. I'm a man who likes to take pictures, you see. It'd have to be like this. Something like this. No, we need to do it at the start of it again. Yes, quite good. I like it. We will definitely be using that one. I'm trying to, like, the reason of why I keep doing the thumbnail thing, well, no, the reason of why I keep being like, am I sure I got all the thumbnails done with Mr. Yang, is because, well, then I have to start using a different team of characters to make thumbnails, or just somebody else to make a thumbnail, and, well, you know, just gotta figure out who that's gonna be.
Cultured people love visiting here. Do you know why?
Come on, draw already.
If everyone thought like you did, the art of Butterfly and Mercia would have been wiped out. If Master Zerun had listened to these so-called business interests back then, the bridge to Grandma's home would never have even been released. Then you can take your artistic dreams and your bridge and jump off of it into a lake. Do you think I said this to cause you pain? Why can't we all make a little money together? Why do you have to be such a pighead? But art cannot be measured by commercial impact alone. Why would you try to make a living in this industry if you have no respect for art at all? How about you two just quit that arguing? I'm really sorry about all that. We kind of went in a bit goblin mode there and should have paid more attention to our surroundings. Will he calm down? Let's not put on a show for people. I'm arguing with you out of a creative license. Right, let me explain to the girl here. We're Butterfly and Mercia Creatives. She's Nanji, the producer, and I'm the director, Woohee. Let's stop here for you to get calmed down. Sorry to make you laugh. Have you got anything you'd like to say? Just casual chat. Is it possible that you've got a fan here? Alright, keep talking, Woohee. What's Butterfly and Mercia all about? Butterfly Mercia is a unique art form found in Xianzhou. It combines ancient Foxian illusions with modern artifacts tech to create an incredibly real dreamland that completely immerses the audience right in the middle of that scene. Isn't that virtual reality? Wrong! Butterfly Mercia is a unique cultural legacy art form found only on Xianzhou. Not some crazy... Don't make it so complicated. The essence is basically virtual reality. How can Butterfly Mercia be the same as VR? Its core revolves around a base of Foxian magic. It fully engrosses the five senses and bores reality, with illusion creating a purely artistic time and space, the alteration of the subjective with the objective. So what exactly is the difference then? The exact difference is that this is culture. This is art. It's art, you know. There's really not much difference. It's basically just VR. What do you guys do for a living? We're affiliates of Exalting Fantasy Entertainment, the greatest Butterfly Immersia production studio in all of Xianzhou. I'm the producer and he's the director. The largest production studio, the IPC has poured vast quantities of capital into the genre, creating their own international peace entertainment society. I'm not gonna be able to say that name again. Exalting Fantasy Entertainment is done for. It's over. Sorry, he gets a bit emotional sometimes. International Peace Entertainment is just trying to test out a new kind of homegrown entertainment format called empathetic immersia, which is different from our traditional performing art. Empathetic immersia will provide a dream world with multiple different stories. I know this. You mean video games, right? Pretty much. It's trivial pop. It's a pity that our director, Wu He, is such a snob, saying that empathetic immersia is not a legitimate art form. Oh my god. Even in the game, they're saying art is not a legitimate form. They're saying that video games aren't a legitimate form of art, even in the video game. Empathetic immersia cannot be an art form, because it lacks a true artist in its ranks. If I were contracted to do some empathetic immersia instead of those suits at the company dilly-dallying, then maybe it could have been a true art form. So let me get this straight. Now, empathetic immersia is a legitimate form of art again? I just worry that perhaps there will come a day when people won't remember that Butterfly Immersia is actually a cultural relic of Xianzhou Foxians, but instead just think it's a product invented by the IPC. I can't help but shudder when I contemplate such a future. So what are your next plans for the future then? Next, keep on convincing Wu He to shoot a few Immersia scenes so that we don't starve to death. We're not starving to death. Don't be so short-sighted. I have to give serious consideration as to whether or not I decide to get into this empathetic immersia thing. I know you're angry, but it's not like necessarily taking things in a different direction. In my opinion, our company is too small a scale. Butterfly Immersia has a constant stream of new content being released, and shouldn't stop at just entertainment. Their technology is already capable of creating a large-scale VR community, rather than just some video game. What do you mean? If it were me, I'd be hungry to create a Butterfly Immersia in which billions of Xianzhou people would love to live. You producers, besides money and favors, what else do you know the ways of the world? I'm telling you, have you ever considered that something like this already exists out there in the cosmos? Like a planet called Punklord? Of course I know, but Punklord hasn't validated a profitable business model yet. Because there, it's free to access the meta field. I won't bother you two. I have nothing else to say. Well, if you ever get the chance, you simply have to experience Butterfly Immersia at least once. Whew. Well, that's something I don't want to be in the middle of. 'Cause every night I will save your life.